Hey guys, and welcome back. It's Jeff Master Flash. We are with Forza Horizon 4 today. This is part 1 of 2. I am going to 3-star the Top Gear events and show you guys how to do it. So, been doing some things, a tractor, a 6x6, and people have been asking me to give my take on them. So here is the Top Gear events.
Tonight, the Stig drives some very fast farm equipment, I hail a taxi, and finishing with something that I'm reliably informed is a bit of a fan favourite around here. I'm Chris Harris, and this is the Top Gear Horizon Special. Ah yes, the Stig, our very own UFO, unidentified fast object, the world's least obedient racing driver. What? That's basically a river, and the Elise definitely doesn't have a snorkel or a life jacket.
So, immediately as soon as you get control of this Lotus, don't follow the road, turn left, go straight across the water, and carry on going. Your foot down as flat as possible, and this, providing you don't crash and you get back to 90 miles an hour as soon as you possibly can, you should do it. You should absolutely do it. You could follow the line that I've taken here, or you could create your own line, but whatever happens, you have to stay above 90 miles per hour. As you can see, the clock is running down, and there we go. 2.2 that clock went down to then, but as long as you hit 90, you are all good, guys, and trust me, stick at it and you will get it, as long as you go across the water first.
Well, they did say to use the fastest route possible, and if there's one thing faster than a racing line, it's a straight line. You've got to hand it to the Stig. Seriously? Not funny. Who gave Stig the keys?
So this one isn't no biggie. It's just a matter of jumping in Chris's car and getting the car to the designated point with little or no damage on the car in a certain time. When I did this event, I didn't realize that there was a second part to this event. However, I just decided to take matters into my own hand and forge my own path. You can either stick to the road and run out of time, or you could follow my route and still get there with the car almost fully intact, and then on to the next part of the race.
335 horsepower, 2 turbos, and as much sideways action as you like.
In 400 meters, turn right.
One of the best BMWs ever made, this. Born to be driven by me. Got to admit though, Stig does kind of suit it.
In 400 meters, turn right.
It's electronically restrained to 155 miles an hour, but it could definitely go quicker. almost there now. Oh, what a shame. I was really getting into that. Just park it up now, Stig, and mind the curbs. Now, anyone else want to go? No? Don't say I didn't ask. Right. Back to the actual script now, if you don't mind. This is Top Gear's Tractor. It's a tractor, obviously, but with a 5.7-litre Chevy V8 making 500 horsepower. And here comes the Stig again. Farm Stig. Born in a barn, they say, weaned by pigs, can plough a field in under 6 seconds. There's a speed camera on the M68. Rumour has it, it only flashes above 87.2 miles an hour. Our tractor has been officially clocked at 87.2 miles an hour, making it the world's fastest tractor. But I reckon it'll go even faster.
So, the tractor one is dead simple, providing you hit the top speed and you keep on going without crashing. If you notice what I'm doing, I'm waiting until the gears totally top out and then I'm dropping down the gear to maintain my speed constantly. If you keep doing that, guys, you should have no problems with this one at all. Just make sure you hit the top speed and don't crash.
Steady on, Stig. Those are 54-inch mud tyres, remember? They get a bit squishy through the corners. Nobody needs to get the harvest in that quickly. Right, here comes the speed camera. Hope they put some film in it. Whoa! Have you ever seen anything like it? That's a new tractor speed record and some impressively fast farming. If you want to spread slurry in a hurry, you know what you need. Now, though, it's time to hail a ride in something completely different. I called a cab earlier. Local company, Aisha's Taxis. Excellent service. Got me here in no time. Unsurprising, really. I mean, look at what turned up. Hands down the quickest cab I've ever been in. Which got me thinking, how fast could this thing actually go? So I had a word with Aisha. Asked if we could borrow her cab for a trip to the seaside. To Bamborough Beach, in fact, where we could stretch the taxi's legs a bit. Although, I might have forgotten to tell her who'd be driving. You've guessed it. The cabbie who'll always get you to your destination very early, but probably won't be anywhere near where you asked to go.
So, with Aisha's taxi, you have to get to the designated area in the allotted time. This one again is pretty much like the BMW that you've done in episode 2. So just get there in one piece and as safely as you possibly can. You can choose my route, you can forge your own route. Just make sure that you take your time. After this, when you were at the area, this one can be very, very difficult because of the sheer craziness of the taxi's gears. But as long as you follow the instructions, guys, you should have no problems. I shall be back when we're at the beach.
In 400 meters, turn right.
It even has slick tyres for maximum grip on a bone-dry drag strip, so they should be interesting when we hit the beach.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 400 meters, turn sharp left. Turn sharp left. In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right. In 400 meters, turn left. Recalculating route.
Good work from the Stig there. I'd say we're nicely warmed up for the next bit. So here we are then. In the old days, daredevils used smooth, sandy beaches like this to see how fast their cars could go. Many early land speed records were set on beaches. Miles of space, nothing to hit. Sounds easy, right?
So, we cartwheeled onto the beach in style. No worries at all. But as Chris has explained, this one is all about drag racing the taxi. What he fails to tell you until you are at the bottom destination, that you have to race back. What you need to do is when you get to about 500 meters or so to the designated area, you need to start slowing down and prepare yourself to turn. It is all about the turn. Don't use your handbrake. Don't get too heavy on the gas when you put your foot down, because the taxi will spin. As you can see, I left it to about 175 meters or so, then gently got myself back on the gas. I kept it in second gear, not first, second gear, gently back on the gas, and just flew back down the beach. I'll see you in the next one.
A 5-star ride from the Stig there. Minicab, maximum speed. Next time I need a ride to the airport, I know who I'm calling. And all of this off-road action has given me an idea. This is Project EAT. That's EAT for E-Class All-Terrain. It's a modified Merc built by the Top Gear magazine team for finding bears in the woods. Not many bears around here, though. Mostly badgers. Still, there's definitely some terrain. Lots of it. All you need is a good sense of direction. Or not. Here's Stig again, looking lost. Terrified of maps, apparently. Inner compass points directly south. The EAT has a silky smooth V6 diesel. It'll do 155 miles an hour on the road, but where we're going, we won't need roads. First up, it's a trip to the top of...
The powerful Merc. This really boggled my mind. Not so much because the challenge was difficult, it was because I could not get the jumps properly. So for those of you who don't have the instructions or don't know what you were doing, you have to race to the top of the one mountain, and then you have to race to the mountain in Edinburgh, all in under 5 minutes and 10 seconds. So the idea is, as you can see, what I'm doing is getting to Edinburgh, getting to the top of the mountain rather, as quick as I possibly can. Trying not to crash, however, that doesn't always go to plan. It's not too important that you follow my route right here. It is, however, important that you follow my route when you get to the top of the mountain, because doing it the way that I did it, I found it saved me the most time. I did it a couple of times following the actual route that the sat-nav suggested in going into Edinburgh, and always came up short. So make sure you come safely off the mountain following the route that I did, and whilst in Edinburgh following the route that I did. And if you follow what I've done, you should get 3 stars. I shall catch you in part 5.
And gets to 60 miles an hour in just over 5 seconds. Now it's time to head way over there, to the very top of Arthur's Seat. But first, what goes up must come down.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. Recalculating route.
It's full of home comforts, the EAT. Charges for almost anything you can charge. Cozy ambient lighting, even a portable espresso machine. Everything the intrepid explorer could ever need.
At the roundabout, take the first exit. In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right.
All right, all this adventure kit's had a tiny effect on the fuel efficiency. Good job the roof rack holds 2 cans of diesel, and there's another one in the back. Just don't confuse them with your drinking water.
Recalculating route. In 400 meters, turn right. In 200 meters, turn left. Turn left.
On to the final stretch now. Just the small matter of getting up Arthur's Seat. The clock's ticking, so better step on it, Stiggy.
At the roundabout, take the first exit. In 100 meters, turn right. In 100 meters, turn sharp left. Turn around when it is safe to do so.
And there we go. The top of Arthur's Seat. No idea who Arthur is, by the way, or why his seat's so big. Nice view, though. Shame there's no time to stick around. Now, I said we'd be driving some British classics, and you don't get more British than a car built in Birmingham designed by a man from Greece. Anyway, here it is, an original Mini Cooper S, an icon of 60s engineering. It was designed for cities, but this is the wide-body one, so we're going to need a bit more room. And I know just the place. Ready, Stig? The Mini is cleverly packaged, capable of carrying 4 people.
Ah, the Mini Cooper. Absolutely love doing this, but again, just like the BMW, just like the drive in the taxi, I forged my own path, got there as quick as I possibly could. Again, trying to avoid crashes where I could, but hey, it's quite easy to crash or spin this little thing out. But just take your time, be as careful as possible, and always try to look to shave seconds off your time, whether it's a little detour. That's key with these type of events. They're all time critical in one shape or another. Shall see you in the second part.
At the roundabout, take the 3rd exit.
The Cooper S was developed by a bloke called John Cooper, who also built F1 cars, so it had real racing pedigree.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
And it wasn't just Monte Carlo either. The British Saloon Car Championship, the Thousand Lakes Rally, even the Australian Touring Car Championship. Almost any time the Mini turned up, it won.
Recalculating route. In 400 meters, turn left.
And here we are. Told you it was spacious. We've got everything we need here. An airfield, the original rapid runabout, and the Stig. I'm looking forward to this. Look at that, laying down some rubber there. Not that it has much to lay. After all, tiny wheels mean tiny tyres.
So we made it to the second part of part 5, and this is basically all about creating enough skill points in the allotted time. I think the time was 2 minutes 30, and you have to get above 220,000 skill points in order to achieve 3 stars. And this is basically about doing as much as physically possible to get yourself as many points as you physically can. As you can see, I just jumped off the containers, I'm drifting, I'm hitting the fences, hitting the shrubbery, anything that will physically give me points. Guys, I hope you enjoyed part 1 to 5. Part 6 to 10 will be out very, very shortly. Hope you have a great day, guys, and if you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button, please hit that like button, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Someone tell the Stig we're done now. It's time for a spot of sightseeing.